legislators, don't we pay them for original thoughts? Now, you may sarcastically say, well, of course we do, but we know they're politicians. No, I'm serious. Why do we have a system of federalism? We have state powers, federal powers. You have state, local, tribal authorities, territorial authorities. Like, we pay them to think for their constituents because people who live in different regions of the United States don't all have the same concerns. Do you really care about sanitation in the subway if you live in a portion of Colorado that doesn't have a subway? The answer is no, you do not. So why are they all saying the same thing, these leftist lawmakers? The answer is they're telling you a story, not the story. It's all of it. You can see it. I got that. I have I'm very optimistic. I just want to kind of level set here where we're going. If you listen to the show regularly, or if you're new, I'll just tell you right now, I am very optimistic about the future of AI and quantum computing, how it's going to add to our quality of life. It's going to do amazing things for productivity. I think in the end, hopefully we will be better off. I say hopefully because I'm not naive about it either. My experience in government was great, wonderful. However, there were some things that scared me a bit. And one of them is that I'm not sure right now we are ready to handle what AI could do. There's a video that popped yesterday about a new AI system so powerful that it was only given to a very select group of American-based companies first because they're afraid of what this thing could do. If you haven't heard about it, it's been shaking up and quaking up the internet for a couple of days now. So I just want to give you a balanced perspective that this is a real threat. Cyber intrusions, a blackout of our grid. That's not a year down the road. It's now. Like right now. I've got that. Also, the vice president with a necessary speech yesterday on the blackpilling going on and how unrealistic it is. Everyone hold Braveheart style. Big show for you today. Listen, people are fed up with the American healthcare system. The insurance companies, the delays, the runarounds, being told what you can and can't access. Here's what's happening. People are waking up. They're done playing the game. They're finding better options and taking control of their healthcare. One of those options is all family pharmacy. I use them. I've been telling you about these guys because they're the real deal. You got to be prepared, folks. And this is not your typical pharmacy. They're an independent American pharmacy not answering to insurance companies. They're on a mission to fix what's broken and put control back where it belongs between you and the doctor. Very simple. They carry hard to find medications like ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, mebendazole, methylene blue, but they also carry NAD. I love NAD, antibiotics, antivirals, and everyday prescriptions for blood pressure, thyroid, I take thyroid medication, and diabetes. All in one place. Shipped right to your door. Here's how it works. You go online, you fill out a short medical form, a licensed doctor reviews it and prescribes if appropriate, and your medication shipped straight to your door. It's really that easy. My advice, don't wait until you're sick. Don't wait for an emergency. Have the medications on hand now. There's no downside. Prepare now. Keep your medicine cabinet stocked. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bongino and use code Bongino10, Bongino10, Bongino10 for 10% off. That's allfamilypharmacy.com/Bongino. Use code Bongino10 for 10% off. Prescription required. Always consult a medical professional before taking any medications. This is not medical advice. Ding, ding. Folks, I am proud to be part of the Republican MAGA conservative movement. We are not automatons, okay? We are not freaking robots. We are not the Borg from Star Trek. We have a big tent of people who think very differently about similar topics. You see it now. I bring it up in context of today's show because you're seeing it with the war in Iran. There are, thankfully, a lot of opinions out there. And I do mean that, thankfully. I'm not talking about the doomers who are just talking smack. I'm talking about people who have an honest, heartfelt, candid, sincere opinion about the war. You're not only, of course, allowed to have that. It's your constitutional, big R, God-given right, but it's welcome in the tent. Why? Because it keeps us sharp. We are not the current thing party. You see it in polling, in the support for President Trump, the alignment with the MAGA movement. You see it. However, there are some people with some dissonant voices, and it does keep everybody frosty. We shouldn't have a war in Iran where no one's asking questions, period. We should be asking questions. I don't care how much you support any politician. However, when they answer those questions, we should digest the answer and not ignore it and then go make up a different answer. Correct? That's how inputs and outputs work. The Democrats do not do this. The Democrats are a party of the current thing. They are told what the current thing is. The current thing could be defund the police. The current thing can be we're all going to die in 10 years from a climate apocalypse. They are told it goes out from the Borg central hive mind and it infects all the automatons. And this is why their movement is falling apart. This is why our movement is not falling apart. Our movement, I think, is actually pretty healthy, even in a time of crisis. Their movement is collapsing. I showed it to you the other day. Dan, produce receipts. I did produce receipts. I showed you the CNN poll the other day. The Democrats' own favorability rating in their own party is ridiculously low because they're being told you have to think this. Men should be in the women's room. And a lot of sane Democrats, working class electricians from Boston, Massachusetts, who may vote Democrat, don't want to hear that. They're not interested. They don't care. All they care about is the fuse box and fixing it in the men's room. They don't want men in the women's room. Do not ever fall in this trap. Debate is good. Doomerism is really awful because it ignores the answers and just does its best to kind of put a blanket on the fire this party's generated. Folks, did you see this video? Went nuclear yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. It is the Democrats. When I say reading from the same script, I saw this on the Base Mike Lee account, senator from Utah, obviously a Republican, good guy. I've had him on the show. This video is just kind of like proof positive of what I've been telling you the entire time, how the Democrats, their entire political structure is based on central hive mind Borg-like thinking. That's it. They are not allowed to think separately. Here they are, all reading from the same script. And I'll end with Hakeem Jeffries talking last. It's all about their talking points. Inflation's out of control. The inflation number just came in. It's actually well under control. It just came in this morning. Let me come in at like 2.7, 2.8. It just came in. They're just making this stuff up. Check this out.
I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
It's the same script. Now, here's the real kick in the gonads here. We got to fast forward that because it's all that's just, you can go back and listen to it yourself on Base Mike Lee. I'm not going to subject you to 2.5 minutes of Democrat bullshit. It's the same script, but here's the kicker. If you're listening on Apple and Spotify, just watch the video. You don't have to watch it here. You can watch it on Base Mike Lee on X. It's real simple. Did you guys notice, Justin, did you pick this up? Not only are they reading the same thing, they're doing it the same way. Someone gave them atmospherics and said, hey, look relatable, sit on like a couch or a chair. Do you notice it? In the same graphics, pick up either a small microphone, hold it in your hand so it doesn't look scripted, no lapel mics, and talk into it like you can watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. They were given the exact, look at it. Sit down at the same time. Do you see this? Hold it in your hand so it doesn't look like a lapel mic, like you prepared these marks. Look like you're being honest and candid. Listen, man, just be straight with people. You guys are full of crap. I know this has happened in news media outlets before. That is a business decision news media outlets make, whether it's conservative or liberal media. I'm not denying it. I'm just telling you, we pay these people in a system of federalism to think differently about different issues. If not, we would have a king. You would elect a king who could think for everyone at the same time. We choose to be the anti-monarchy, not the monarchy. We rebelled against the king. None of these people think any differently.